Primordial Radio, long road to Brewin 2 here in London at the craft beer company in Brixton. Lo and behold, delighted to bump into James Monteith of Tesseract. Sir, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. I'm very much enjoying my Primordial IPA.
Oh, mate, it's a good beer. And, dude, seriously, thank you for coming down.
No worries, it's great to see you guys.
It's not like you've got a lot on with Tesseract. You got the new album coming out, and you're off to America soon, right?
Yeah, we head off on, I think it's the 18th, basically kicking off the start of our essential world tour, I suppose.
Yeah. That must actually just feel quite nice to say that, just going, oh, world tour. That must feel like, come on, you've got to be honest, that must feel good, right?
It feels proper, doesn't it?
Yeah, like a real rock star.
It makes me think of like Iron Maiden t-shirts.
Yeah. So tell me about the new album, Sonderman. So it's out on the 20th, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. And this is the second album now where you got Dan back in the band. So does it feel like awkward second album again, or is it a bit more natural?
No, it felt incredibly natural, actually. I think when Dan came back, we kind of fell straight back into the swing of things. And I guess Polaris was, the representative of where we were at the time. I think everything was, a little bit safer, and I think there was a bit of, experimentation, but it was all very much straight songs. Whereas I think in this one we felt a little bit, it's been easier to essentially go a bit proggier again, I think. There are like more songs that flow from one to the next. Songs that take you places where you don't really expect so much. And it's a bit more extreme in the dynamics as well. We brought back some heavier moments. There's some aggressive vocal, which we haven't done for a couple of albums.
Aggressive vocal? Yeah, because you've never done aggressive vocal really.
Well, on the first album we had a bit of screaming.
Yes, you did.
And there's a little bit on this one as well. Not a huge amount, but it's using it as a dynamic tool, as a sound, to make it sound more extreme in places. But then it's also probably our most atmospheric album as well, so we've really explored other textures and sounds. Yeah, I think it's very much us in a very comfortable place right now.
And I know that production's a massive part of every Tesseract album, and Polaris, and previously, you've had things like saxophones, within there. So, how much was there in sort of the devil of the detail and really going in on the production? Because I think with a band like Tesseract, with the massive sound that you have, production's a big part of any album that you're ever going to make.
Yeah, definitely. We worked very closely with Aidan O'Brien, who's our front of house engineer, but also he helps produce on record as well, and co-writes. He was heavily involved in this record with the soundscapey stuff, and he did some really interesting things. We did a call out to fans to provide audio samples, basically field recordings of anything. So we had things from people capturing their mums singing in the shower, to a cat vomiting, to the sound of a door opening.
Please tell me the cat vomiting made it onto the album.
It didn't. I'm really gutted that it didn't. I didn't actually hear that one, but apparently it was really vile.
And here's the blast beats.
Yeah, exactly. I think we got about 80 submissions, and Aidan actually used about 30 or 40, so he used a lot of it. And basically he used those to create loads of atmospherics and sounds and weird stuff going on. So, I mean, that's obviously only one part of the production, but that's just to give you an idea of the level of thought that went into it. And so Ackle and Aidan together really went to town on making it, I guess, the best sounding record we've ever done.
Yeah. You got Download Festival in the summer as well before you head off to the States.
Yeah.
Different for you this time because I guess I use this word, you've got the responsibility of being a headline act of a stage, so that must create a whole different dynamic for you.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, to be honest. I know I picked up the Metro today and it only listed all the the headline bands, and it had us listed. It was
yeah. That must be one of those boyhood things where it's that's amazing to see that there.
Yeah, I'm keeping that for my show my grandkids. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to play a longer set.
Especially at a festival.
A festival, yeah. We're going to probably go to town on our show a little bit. We're going to, make sure we have a good light show, make it look like a headliner set.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing honour, considering I guess we've been a band for how long? I know I've been in the band for 12 years this year, and it's been a project for 15 years. We only got asked to play Download for the first time 2 years ago, so to suddenly be elevated to headlining a stage, it's feels like, wow, something's happened.
Swings and roundabouts. Right, so we've been playing your new song at King. Dude, it's amazing, just epic. So tell me about King.
Well, King's actually got a very soft spot in my heart because it was a track that I started. It was built from a riff that I wrote when sort of messing around in my new shed that I'd made. And I gave it to Aidan O'Brien, and he kind of had a tinker with it and added an interesting melody on it. And then he wrote sort of like the big chorus section, which was at the time a mellow section, and we developed that into a big section, which is the whole outro. And then Ackle, who's actually the main songwriter, then took that and then built the middle, and basically it was this amazing collaborative kind of thing between us. And Dan wrote some vocals to it, which then changed the riffs again, and it was very organic. It was like lots of the tracks are pretty much just sort of written on computer and then they're done and finished. This was written in like an old-fashioned style of like, here's an idea, somebody else develops it, somebody else has to do it. It was very jam room style, even though it was all done remotely in our own homes and over email. Yeah. But it was like one of the most jam roomy tracks I think we've ever done, and so I love it for that reason. But also, I think it's got a cool message. Like, I don't know if you've seen the music video, but it's a story basically about 4 people that suffer something horrible in their life, something that's a real setback, and it's about how something within them or something motivates them to continue living their life and appreciate their life for what it is. It's kind of an uplifting, positive song based around personal tragedy, I suppose. Yeah.
Right. Well, let's play it now. This is Tesseract and King. James, always a pleasure to see you, my man. Have an awesome time in America, and we'll see you at Download.
Yeah, see you at Download. Thank you very much for chatting to me.